Live in the afternoon, it's Courtney. Does she know that she's here? But look at those ankle socks. I want your money. Give me your money. I want your money. I need to learn how to read. I'm so keep I like jostled my bosoms out of place. I did not do it! That sounds like me when I play the recorder. You can't tell the difference, can you? But being gay. Hello, everybody, and welcome. I look so tired right now. Welcome to another episode of Babbling, Courtney, Brooke, where I babble on about the things that are weighing on my mind or that I just saw on the internet.com. Looks like we have a special guest in the audience, so I should just go ahead and say hello to everybody right quick. Courtney Russ, hello. And carry our question of the day. Can Courtney stay focused to get to the topics she intended to talk about? I believe I can. And you know what? even though it's very difficult to stay on topic, I do end up getting to the things that I plan to discuss. So, or at least what's in the thumbnail and description, you know? So there's that. Be proud, everybody. Be proud. And look who it is, everybody. It's Taylor Shabusiness. And it's lovely to see you. We absolutely adore you here, Taylor. I'm so glad that you are gracing us with your presence. I'm sure that your time on the internet is very valuable, and I really appreciate you stopping by and saying hello to us here. So, yay! Little round of applause for her. And speaking of Taylor, I did unearth another clip of her from a previous trial where she was, doing her same old thing. And I wanted to share that with you. It's not as exciting as the one that we know and love, but I think that it would be nice to just, see, our girl's roots, really, see where she comes from. Hello, Saw. Hello. Yes, Carrie's right. We love the clip of you in court. WrestleMania. Everybody, WrestleMania. Hello, Isabella Live. Hello. Oh, that's so sweet. Hi, Courtney, dogs and chat. Do you hear that? Your business said hello to you. Isabella Live. I have a new album out. New to all of us. Oh, ooh. Hi, Vengeance Demon. Hello. What time is it over there? I do like that you are in the UK and you still stick around, even though I trash talk the UK. You're in the UK, right? But I love you. No matter how much I trash talk somebody's country, I trash talk Canada too. And here's Morgan sticks around anyway. Our dear friend Isabella Live. So it's just look. I trash talk our own government because, well, it needs to be trash talked. But I will always and forever hold a special place in my heart for certain people coming from the countries that I trash talk. Hello, AV Tom. I trash talk California all the time, and AV Tom sticks around. Hello, Michael. I trash talk Michael all the time. I gave a copy to Courtney. It works. It's a link. You DM'd it to me. Hi, Frank. I see you've had Taco Bell. Oh, that's so funny. Where is WrestleMania? That's what I want to know. That's what he'll show up. I know he'll show up at some point today. I am in the UK, also known as Londistan, currently just gone 8 p.m. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Saw has an update on. Okay, I got to go get ultrasound and then surgery. Went to the doctor today. She told me to get the hernia fixed. Oh, buddy. Surgery scares me because I've only had surgery twice. Once when I broke my arm and they had to reset the bone, and another time when my appendix ruptured. And both times I almost died from the anesthesia. And see, the thing is that like now that I take Adderall, it makes me wonder if like the anesthesia would affect me differently, So I don't know. On that note, oh wait, hold on. Isabella Live, have a great show. Found my rock album. Ooh. Londistan. I mean, I will also say I trash talk my lovely state of Washington state because, well, thanks a lot, Jay Inslee. You ruined everything and then bounced and put it in the hands of some other guy that's worse than you. Ugh. Yes, okay. I just want to tell you something. I put hairspray in my hair today. It said that it could withstand 25-mile-an-hour winds, and I believe it. It feels really, I don't like it at all. It's so crunchy. It's so crunchy. So that's going to be my problem today. I'm just going to constantly be trying to get this freaking, like, I swear a freaking plane could blast past my head and my hair would just be fine. Anyway. Do you think he will find my spit hood sexy? You know what, actually, Taylor, I hope Adam shows up. Adam has been calling you his future wife. Fruit Tease hairspray. No, it was this sample size of this brand called Kenra. And I was like, volumizing hairspray. And when I saw on the back that it said 25 miles per hour winds, I was like, oh, I'll spray that. I got this like, it was like a gift with purchase from like a few years ago. And I never used it before, I guess. And I was like, you know what? My hair keeps falling flat, like during streams and stuff when I curl it. I want to use something it's going to withstand everything. And I am wrong. I did not want to use that at all. Okay, so everybody, while we wait for some more people to trickle in, let's visit our dear friend Taylor Shabusiness right quick. Taylor Shabusiness, as we all recall, she is the queen of our channel. She, got upset with her lawyer, rightfully so, and yelled WrestleMania and then and attacked him. And you know what? I mean, was she really at fault? Are we mad at her for it? Obviously, no, we're not mad at her for it at all. Well, now that was a hearing, remember, from when she allegedly assaulted a prison employee while she's been in prison. This is actually before she was convicted, right? So this was actually when she was on trial for the murder of her friend.
I'm looking at the week of May 15 for the trial. Stop it. Stop it.
Ah. Oh, her shoes came off. I didn't even watch this one all the way through. Oh, no.
Rachel, call.
Oh, wow. Taylor, you have some really cool wrestling moves, I see.
Is they bring the 7 in? Yeah, let's just go to second.
See, look, she's upset.
Watch.
Why couldn't they appreciate the fact that she was upset? So as we know, that one, is not as exciting as the one that we know and love. I was wrestling, okay? Well, yeah, and you know what? I think that's where you realize that you needed to say WrestleMania first, because they took it way too seriously, right? Obviously. They're like, oh my God, she's dangerous, when obviously you were just play fighting, right? Like you were just like, no, I was just trying to have fun, because here, this one here, obviously you were trying to let everyone know that you were wrestling, you were play fighting.
All right.
See, you're looking over like, oh, I'm going to let him know.
We're off the record.
And they just took all the fun out of it. So I'm sorry they did that to you, Taylor. I really think that they should have accepted your offer in a good old fashioned wrestling match and just, went with it. Tase her. Wally, do you not see that she's here in the chat with us? She wasn't upset. It's all kayfabe. She was, what the hell is kayfabe again? Hold on, I'm going to look this up. Oh, in professional wrestling, kayfabe is the practice of portraying staged events and storylines as authentic, maintaining the illusion that the wrestlers are real characters and not just actors. It's an unspoken agreement between wrestlers and fans to pretend the wrestling matches are real. It's funny because that kayfabe turned into reality with the beloved Chris Benoit. Remember, that was a fake storyline, but they had to, make it seem real. And so the storyline of him having an affair with his opponent's wife. And so they had to be seen out in public together and all this stuff. And then it turned into something real. And that's when he and Nancy got married. So sometimes kayfabe becomes reality. So I haven't really found any like short and sweet whatevers. Well, oh wait, actually this one. This is really funny actually. So Heidi Briones, if you don't know who Heidi Briones is, she is to be honest, I don't even fully know exactly what it is that she does. I know that she does a lot of content creation, but I follow her on Twitter because she's so funny. And she is a lesbian. She's married to a lady, and she screenshotted this post from Milo Yiannopoulos where he retweeted this picture of Penelope Cruz and Selma Hayek looking amazing, and he said, "Cocky want boing boing," and she said, "Things straight men don't say." And then my response to that, though, was, I don't know, the majority of my audience is straight men. If you saw the things they say in my live chats, you might assume that they do actually say these things sometimes. What's funny is she was like, "Are you a sex worker?" 'Cause I think, it's probably easy to assume if you see like a girl with like a pretty looking profile picture, and then she's like, the majority of my audience is straight men. But of course, I was like, no, I just stream on YouTube. But I thought that was really funny because, and then of course we have some of our friends here that are saying like, I think you mean Russell Hall. Fair. And then Frank over here, I think Penelope Cruz felt looking, I don't want any boing boing from her. But does your boing boing, does your cocky want boing boing with Selma Hayek? I thought that was a really funny interaction, though, because me. I actually, that's why I like having a male audience, is because you guys do say goofy things like that, and it makes me laugh. Cocky want boing boing? How silly! Yeah, no boing boing, Penelope. I think Penelope Cruz is pretty, but I do agree that like Selma Hayek is like, I don't like to compare the ladies because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But like, if it were up to me, like I would go for Selma over Penelope. But I'm not turning Penelope down if she shows up. Said the straight lady. Breathe the Booker. Am I going to need to hire extra security at Butt Rug Baby Performances to monitor Taylor? No, I think what we'll do is we will just have it also be like a WrestleMania event. And for no additional charge, which I think this is amazing to offer, but for no additional charge, you can expect a surprise WrestleMania event with Taylor Shabusiness, not from, with, right? So if you're the lucky winner, she may approach and WrestleMania your ass. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. We're talking about Penelope Cruz. I know Penelope Cruz is pretty, but I have never thought so, and I wonder what is wrong with me sometimes, but I really do not like her. I think that it's just like there are everybody finds different people attractive. There are certain features on a person's face that one person would think is attractive, and some not so much. Penelope is pretty hot. Most of the guys dissing her would lose their shit if she approached them. I mean, I will say it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, if you're looking at both of them and you have an option for both of them, you're going to pick one over the other and you have your reasons. But like, if it's just the one of them, like, are you really going to be like, ew, no, like still a hot lady. Selma Hayek is one of those where it's just like, she's so freaking beautiful though. Like so insanely hot. Like it just makes me think like, why do I exist? What am I doing here? Like, what? Why don't I just jump off a bridge? Megan Fox was one of those too. Like when she just had the one nose job and that was it. Woo! Oh my God. Like it even like it was surprising to me that people were even talking about Angelina Jolie anymore. Like who cares about her? Look at Megan Fox. Oh my God. Just like, oh, holy shit. Charlize Theron is another one where like for the longest time she was just impossibly beautiful. And like Selma Hayek, especially, she's like in her 50s, right? Like she's like what, 54 or something crazy? Let me see here. 58. 58. Selma Hayek now. Okay, so this woman, I'm supposed to believe this woman is 58. Okay, so here she's 56. Okay. Oh, stop showing my personal information. Yikes. I need to pay attention to that more often. Look at this though. Hey, seriously? Let's zoom in on not that. Look at that. Look how beautiful she is. That woman's supposed to be 56 in this picture. Her. Like we look the same age. I feel like she looks like she's pushing 40 maybe. Huh? Huh? Insanely beautiful. Now granted, I'm not so dumb that I wouldn't assume that she hasn't had like maybe an injection or two, a surgery or two. I mean, let's be real. You're right. Selma is old but still pretty. She looks extremely beautiful. I mean, there's a few of them. Like Shakira. How old is Shakira? I feel like I'm about to connect the dots because I'm about to list off like all ladies that are Latina. Shakira is 48, still looks so beautiful. J-Lo, how old is J-Lo? $55, looking just so stunning. And there is that like Latina women really well, I guess I feel like part of this, what I'm about to say, does have to do with whether or not you take care of yourself, right? There are a lot of Latina women that we have seen right before our eyes age very gracefully, but they are also like taking very good care of themselves and, getting the right procedure here and there and all that, right? Whereas like, same thing with a lot of white women. Look at Jennifer Aniston. Gwen Stefani, right? So there's that. I don't know if it necessarily is a like an ethnicity thing as much as it is, exercising, eating right, getting a smidge of Botox here and there. Because the thing is, like, I get it. Botox can make you look like absolute garbage if you're dumb about it. But if you get just a tiny little smidge here and there, just a touch, just a little, like I just need a little touch. I like to be able to still like move my face a bit, but just a burp, burp, burp. Just kind of, because if you get too much and you can't move at all, those muscles, they're not going to move ever. And then it's going to actually go in reverse. It's going to make you look worse because there aren't any muscles to hold the skin up as well. So there's that. You need to be able to move a little bit, but not so much that you're like, right? See that? Ah! All right. It's all the taco flavored kisses that keep them looking young. Taco flavored kisses. So I need taco flavored kisses. Where do I find taco flavored kisses? She's a workout girl. She knows. I do feel like exercising really does preserve your youth a lot. It really does. Just like muscle tone, all of the feel good chemicals that go off in your brain that keep you from like worrying so much, lowering your stress. Like there's a lot with it that keeps you pretty young. I used to think that blondes don't age well, but time has taught me that this isn't necessarily true. I will say, like, both of my parents looked really good for a long time, but they were such like substance abusers, like especially with alcohol. Alcohol was like the worst, but they had their other, things of choice that they would dabble in as well or partake in as well. And it just wreaked havoc on them, and they both looked like garbage when they passed away. And they both passed away pretty young. And I firmly believe that both of them would have been like knockouts if they would have spent less time with alcohol and more time just like taking proper care of themselves. Because I think about like when my mom was in her late 30s, she still looked pretty good, but you could see in her skin like she was tanning way too much. She was just she was drinking real heavily. So she really wasn't taking care of herself very well at all. And it was just showing, like people could just see that she was already like reaching her 40s, or even were assuming that she was in her 40s. Whereas like people have thought that I'm 25 for the last like 15 years. Now, I think a lot of people are smart enough to realize like, well, maybe 25, not so much. But nobody guesses my age correctly. And a lot of women, especially women in my age group, it's like that because like they're not binge drinking all the time. They actually are like, look at Chrissy. She and I are like pretty close in age. And like, especially before she got pregnant, she was working out all the time. She wasn't spending all of her time like, again, like sure, she would drink here and there with her friends or whatever, but she wasn't like binge drinking every single day, like the way my parents would. She looks incredible. And like the majority of the time I'm on the Simpcast panel, again, pretty much everybody is close to me in age, and everybody on the panel, it's like, I can't tell if this one is 22, 32, maybe 52. I don't know. Like, Talk with Sally, right? Sally Talks. When she was like, yeah, I'm 46. I was like, okay, well, what? It's like, but again, that's a person who she clearly takes care of herself. I mean, she was like a fitness instructor at one point in time. Missy B, she's in her 30s, looks fucking insane. She teaches kids jujitsu. She's like very well versed in health and fitness. So I think it just goes to show when you take care of yourself, you look really good. Do you think I'm pretty enough for Simpcast? Yes, I think we need you on Simpcast immediately, Taylor. Oh my God. That'd be fucking awesome if we could get Taylor Business on Simpcast. Yes, Courtney, that's why I stopped drinking. Yeah, no smoking too. Oh yeah, smoking will definitely take it out of you for sure. I do feel like because I used to smoke. I smoked for like 10 years. Sadly enough, from the ages of 13 to 23. When I stopped smoking officially, like I felt like I was a lot less bitchy, which is crazy, right? But it aged me a little bit. But then of course, like I was still drinking a lot in my 20s, and I was starting to see like the signs of aging a lot. And like it bothered me. But I noticed that when I stopped drinking, I felt like maybe it was just because I was like happier because I wasn't like always hungover and stuff. But I just felt like I started to look a lot more attractive. But also just like focusing on being happy and being thankful and being a lot more positive in moments where I could easily be negative. Like I always say, like anytime I see a woman who's just like so freaking stunning, I, instead of being like, ew, she's a bitch or whatever, like, I'm like, my God, this woman is just gorgeous. Like there's that clip of Halle Berry when she was a Bond girl and she's getting out of the ocean, getting out of the water and in that bikini, and like such an iconic clip, right? Like such an iconic moment in Bond movies. And I saw it and I was like, wow, she is so pretty. And it could have been so easy for me to be like, gross, whatever, ew, something. But instead, like I chose to be like, yeah, I'm really jealous, but oh, holy crap. She's just stunning. I would like to be that stunning. Right. But I feel like that just makes me I feel like having that mindset of just being like appreciative of somebody else and their the things that make them or the positives about them. Just I feel like that just makes me look more attractive. I don't know. Has anyone had that same experience? Missy B teaches jujitsu. That's interesting. Yeah, she is a really smart person, and it's actually kind of when I first realized how much she's into fitness and how much she knows, and like she and I were even talking about how she was thinking about doing some type of like a fitness channel or something, and I'm like, do it. I'll be there, please. But I didn't realize how much she was into it because I always thought, I mean, granted, she's a really funny person. And so I just assumed that she was just kind of somewhere in the comedy circuit somehow, some way. But yeah, no, it turns out she's very knowledgeable when it comes to health and fitness. She's so fucking cool, too. I need to stop swearing. So cool, too. I forgot to post this. Whoops. Doing it now. Okay. You know what I need? Okay, hold on. Yeah, wait. Oh, no, not that long. There we go. Now let's see if I remember to use it when I use scoot this one back up to the top. This can go way down here.
You know something? Fuck it.
Oops. I said I need to stop swearing, then I accidentally hit Eddie Murphy button where he's swearing. Jeez. Watch me sit here and stare at my screen while I'm like scooting stuff around. Okay. Antoine the Great. Courtney, what up? What up, chat as well? Hello. Yeah, sleepy floating dog. Oh, little baby. Oh, I forgot. I wanted to show you guys this. This is what I was doing during the intro instead of posting like I was planning to. I got some Maniac Mansion backgrounds. Tell me which one you like most. Here's number 1. Here's number 2. And here's number 3. What do you guys think? One, 2, or 3. I feel like this one, no, maybe this one. You like number 1? Number 3? Okay, 1. Okay, 1 and 3. We're kind of 3. Okay. This one's 3. And that one's 1. I know this one I feel like maybe I can probably just get rid of. Maybe what I'll do is next time we play Maniac Mansion, we'll vote on what background we're going to use. This one's pretty universal too, because you can like, this doesn't have to be Maniac Mansion. This could just be like, it's nighttime. And so we're setting the tone for nighttime. That's my favorite. Yeah, I like this one. I like how just universal this one is. Like we could use this one specifically for like Maniac Mansion time. But like this one is where I just like this one for all of them. But I think 2, maybe I just need to, I can get rid of 2 then, huh? Yeah, probably. What are we doing? South Park today, or are we just? Okay. Do, 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 do. You want the South Park background? All right, guys. Russell Hall, your dog looks more comfortable in the moonlit background. Russell Hall, guess who's been asking about you? Can you take a guess? Who's been asking about you? The one and only Taylor Shabusiness. Uh-oh. See, look. Whoa, phew. Who did you think it was going to be? Okay. Now that we've sorted that out, did you guys? But it's just perfect for the Maniac time. Oh, what do you mean? I don't even know now. 3 can be for night streams. 1 can be for Maniac Mansion streams. Okay, I like it. I like it. I like it. Oh, no one. Oh, did you think it was Tony? I bet you he thought it was Tony. Oh, Tony. Oh, this one's another one. Remember that one? We did that one, but that's always the thumbnail. There's that one. Oh, you know what? I could take this one and start putting my face on the different characters and use that for a thumbnail. Okay, well, it's not nighttime, but I guess stop bringing up Tony. Speaking of Tony, have you guys ever watched Bob's Burgers? There was an episode when Jimmy Jr. was trying to win Tina's love, and he sang her that song, T for the way you take my breath away. Something and something, take my breath away. And I don't remember how, like, and then like asthma, or A is for asthma, which is the condition that takes your breath away. I realized I could turn that song into a song for Tony. And I don't know if it's appropriate actually to sing on YouTube. Got to the N word or it got to the end and it kind of whoops. But good night, Mr. here, but he's driving. Maybe save 3 for Thursday night. Oh, sorry. There. Plus, it's like, it's light outside still. I think you should learn more of the song first. Oh, no, I know the version that I came up with for Tony. It's just when we got to N. Do you guys want to hear it? He's not here, so I don't know if that's fair. Okay, what do we want to talk about first? We want to talk about how George Clooney. Let's talk about that one because it's on a different thing, and I can just get that out of the way. George Clooney said something stupid. I hate that song. It's a bad song. George Clooney. Yeah, George Clooney said something very dumb. And we need to discuss. So hold on. Courtney, that woman scares me, man. She did some basic instinct type shit. Oh, careful. She's in the chat, dude. No, Russell Hall with the $2. Ugh, my eyeball. My hair's in my eye. Never sing that song again. Here's $2. Thank you for the $2. Never sing the Bob's Burger version or the Tony version. I never even sang the Tony version. Hey, McGuinevere. She showed her cooch. What do you mean? What? Russell is going cocky, go boing boing in the chat right now. See, more where that came from, babe. Russell, have you ever said cocky want boing boing before? You were saying weird stuff last night. That didn't sound good. Okay, so we're going to talk about George Clooney and how he said some dumb things, and then also he owes me money. Okay. So this is an article from Variety. It says George Clooney says going against Joe Biden was a civic duty, and it's fine. Some people are still mad. I defend their right to criticize me. Here's the thing. It's one thing if you change your mind on something. It's something, it's one thing if you maybe feel like you were misinformed on something, whatever, but he wasn't misinformed. Everything was right there in front of him as it was going on. And he accepted money. And I believe it was taxpayer money I believe it was laundered taxpayer money to endorse Joe Biden when the entire world knew that Joe Biden was clearly not mentally sound to run for president. He probably didn't even know he was running for president. And first of all, that's just elder abuse in general. That's not okay to treat somebody that way. But I mean, a lot of people would argue, like, who cares? It's Joe Biden. He's done terrible, corrupt things. He deserves it. Fair enough. I'm certainly not going to argue with you on that. But if you are a good person and you choose to do good things, it doesn't matter that what Joe Biden was doing. Like, full well that what you're doing right there is wrong to do to that person. And it's also, especially if you're a good person, you would know it was wrong to do that to our country. So there's that. So George Clooney recently sat down with CNN's Jake Tapper and said that while some people are still mad about his decision to go against Joe Biden in 2024 in the 2024 presidential election, he is at peace with the choice because it was his civic duty. Tapper told the Oscar winner that his defenders called his decision brave. I don't know if it was brave. It was a civic duty because I found that people on my side of the street, I'm a Democrat in Kentucky, so I get it. When I saw people on my side of the street not telling the truth, I thought it was time to. Some people are mad, sure, that's okay. Listen, that's okay. Listen, the idea of freedom of speech is you can't demand freedom of speech and then say, oh, don't say bad things about me. I fucking hate freedom of speech. Doesn't mean that you're not allowed to set boundaries. Freedom of speech means you can criticize the government and not get locked up for it. Freedom of speech means that a lot of shit that was happening in 2020 is actually not legal, if you know what I mean. Like, freedom of speech doesn't mean that a private business can't make certain decisions based on certain things that you say. Freedom of speech does not mean that you can verbally abuse somebody. Freedom of speech does not mean that you can just cross somebody else's boundaries after they set them, okay? Freedom of speech means that if I say, hey, George Clooney, you're an asshole for doing that, I can't go to jail. But you can still block me. You can still say, like, yeah, that was really rude of her to say. Like, you can still criticize. You can still say, like, that's you're kind of messed up for saying that or whatever, right? Like, freedom of speech doesn't mean that you can just take the First Amendment and go, well, I'm allowed to verbally abuse you now. That's not what it means. That's the deal. You have to take your stand if you believe in it. Take a stand stand for it, and then deal with the consequences. That's the rules. So when people criticize me, they criticize me for my stance against the war 20 years ago. People picketed my movies and they put me on a deck of cards. I have to take that. That's fair. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with criticism where I stand. I defend their right to criticize me as much as I defend my right to criticize them. Okay, that's that. I mean, that is fair. But again, like that. Clooney made headlines on July 10th before publishing an op-ed in the New York Times in which he urged Biden to end his campaign following his disastrous performance against Donald Trump in the first 2024 presidential debate. The op-ed was published only a few weeks after the actor hosted a huge Hollywood fundraiser for Biden that raised a record $28 million. Did you return that money? Here's the thing. I don't give a shit about your opinion changing. Did you fucking return the money? Did you return the money that you accepted when you endorsed him just a few months prior when you were standing in that picture with Julia Roberts? Did you return the $28 million that was raised for Joe Biden? Did you fucking return it? Because if you did not return it, then none of this matters. It's devastating to say it, but the Joe Biden I was with 3 weeks ago at the fundraiser was not the Joe big effing deal Biden of 2010. He wasn't even the Joe Biden of 2020. But, I mean, to be honest, that decline has been rapid. He was the same man we all witnessed at the debate, Clooney wrote at the time, yet he still endorsed him. You still willingly endorsed him. This is about age. No, it's not. It's about dementia, not age. Nothing more, but also nothing that can be reversed. We are not going to win in November. If it's about age, you fucking knew. Okay, sorry. You knew how old he was when you endorsed him. Are you dumb? Okay, so he's so low IQ that he didn't know how old Joe Biden was when he endorsed him 3 weeks prior to that? Mm-mm. We are not going to win in November with this president. On top of that, we won't win the House and we're going to lose the Senate. This isn't only my opinion. This is the opinion of every senator and Congress member and governor that I've spoken with in private, every single one, irrespective of what he or she is saying publicly. Biden did not end up stepping down as the Democratic nominee, a decision Clooney went on to praise, saying that Biden was saving democracy once again. The actor then endorsed Kamala Harris for president. Speaking at the Venice Film Festival, Clooney said Biden's choice made him the most selfless president since George Washington. Oh my God. What should be remembered is the selfless act of someone who it's very hard to let go of power. We know that. We've seen it all over the world. And for some reason to say, I think that's a better path forward, all the credit goes to him. Clooney said, all the credit goes to him, Clooney said. And that's really the truth. I'm just very proud of where we are in the state of the world right now. Clooney is currently starring on Broadway, and good night and good luck. What a weird way to end that. Yeah, so he's not fully versed in freedom of speech. But he's also, he was also very much contradicting himself and just clearly a liar. Russell Hall with the $2. Every time I hear good person, my spine shivers. If I hear good person as far as somebody going like, I'm a good person or whatever. Yeah, same. I think that if you are a good person, you don't have to virtue signal. You don't have to tell anybody about it. You just live your life as a good person. And that's it. Freedom of speech does mean you can verbally abuse. George Clooney is a mess. Thank you, Russell Hall. I am allowed to set my boundaries if I feel that it is necessary. Okay? And whatever. How do I get cocky want boing boing? Here, let's discuss real quick because he wasn't here. I was talking about how Milo Yiannopoulos posted this picture of Penelope Cruz and Salma Hayek just looking stunning. And he said, cocky want boing boing. And Heidi Briones was like, things straight men don't say. And I was like, I don't know. The majority of my audience is straight men. If you saw the things they say in my live chats, you might assume that they say things like this sometimes. Which, you know, and I encourage it because it's funny. Cocky want boing boing. Anyway. He was a sick old man. Yeah, he's clearly has like dementia, Alzheimer's, like something is happening there. There's a cognitive decline. And I didn't realize like how bad it really was because, you know, back in 2020 when Trump was calling him Sleepy Joe and stuff, it was clear that he was already like slowing down. And at first I thought like, oh, maybe that's just because he's like an old guy, you know, and, you know, Donald Trump is kind of making fun of him for it. But then somebody did like this side by side, like here's a clip of him from 2020, here's a clip of him from 2024, just over and over again. I was like, oh my God. And then it would be like, oh, here's a clip of him from 2021, here's a clip of him from 2023, here's a clip of him from 2022. And just seeing like this, like I was just like, oh my God, this was worse than I thought. This really was, he declined a lot more, like way faster than I originally thought. Like it was just Taylor Shabusiness. Hey, Russell Hall whispers through spit hood. Good person. Freedom of speech does not come without freedom of consequences. The thing is that you are protected from legal consequences, right? Like nobody can sue you for just being like you're a fat pig or whatever. But like if you're going to criticize me, I can easily just criticize you right back. Like I don't like, so when somebody makes that statement, like, are you insinuating that you would expect them to get arrested or something? Because you have the freedom of speech to go right back and be like, yeah, and they suck. Like they don't even know what they're talking about. They're idiots, right? Like I just don't understand why you point out this whole freedom of speech thing unless you are trying to indicate that you thought about like having them arrested for saying that. You can call someone whatever you want. Yeah. No, that's exactly it though. And it's like, but I'm not going to be like, oh, that person said that I was a bitch for saying that, you know, George Clooney is being an idiot here. My first thought isn't like, well, whatever, freedom of speech. You can do whatever you want. Like my first thought is like, shut up. Get out of here. Like I always say like, if you want to talk shit about me, I don't care. Just don't say it to my face. I don't want to hear it. It's none of my business. Your opinion on me, none of my business. I don't care. Do it over there. Go away from me with that. I'm allowed to set that boundary. And that does like that. But there's no reason to point out freedom of speech. Like, cause what am I considering like, and they need to be arrested for that. I'm going to sue them for saying that. Like, well, no. Pardoning his family was selfless. Yeah, thank God for that auto pen, right? But also he didn't pardon them for anything specific, right? So if you're not pardoned for a specific crime, you can still be you can always still be investigated whether or not you're pardoned, but you can still be investigated and then charged because you were not pardoned for a specific crime. Did I just hear a bleep? Yes, I got myself a sensor beep so that during the first 2 hours of a stream I can bleep it out, so that YouTube doesn't, get on my butt. Why does the American public care what an actor says or endorses? For real, like it is actually pretty wild to me. Like if you think about it, George Clooney, he's not appealing to, like Gen Alpha or Gen Z, right? He's appealing to like boomers, Gen X, maybe millennials. Like to me, he was an old man back in the ER days. So but like, I know who he is. I know of him as like a good actor. And so like, there are still people in my age group that, you know, still look to him for acting. Okay. Everybody in my age group and above they can't be, I mean, I guess maybe there are some people that are in like the younger millennial group or something, but there are I mean, are there people that are my age group and above that are like that brainwashed that they go like, I want an actor to tell me what to think, right? Like, are there? Because I'm just saying this from my own experience of like, I was easily like, I would say like manipulated or brainwashed by the TV when I was younger, right? I loved MTV. If Justin Timberlake got on camera and told me to think this, that, or the other thing, I'm doing it. Okay. And it was a very long time before I really stepped away from that and went, wait, what? No. And to be honest, I actually felt like the more that I would see celebrities trying to have an opinion or like force their opinion on like social media and stuff, the less appealing I found them to be. Cause I was just like, I don't understand. Like, sing me a song, act or whatever, you know, like I'm not here for this. Like, I don't care about your personal life. Like your personal life doesn't really affect me because like we live completely different lives. So like, why would I be voting for the same things that you vote for anyway? But also like, we don't even know each other. Like I'm going to be more concerned about like if I'm married to you and we have this discussion, but you're not marrying me. So I don't know why why this would be important to me. So really like that, I do feel like that is something that's going to be more, easier to do when it comes to younger crowds, the younger audiences. But George Clooney isn't that audience, or isn't that the face for that audience? Julia Roberts, not the face for that audience. Billie Eilish, sure. Who else are maybe Beyonce, probably. Who is an actor? Boundaries are for Russell Hall to smash through. Well, there is that. What is the dog here? Oh, I don't know. What did you hear? I don't know. Maybe an Amazon delivery? He touched too many kids and then kept touching. Oh, God. Hi, Colton. Boing boing is Singaporean for man ass, so it makes sense. Oh, for Milo, yeah. His cocky wants boing boing. Poor Lounginger thought that I blocked him last night because I was in Zia's Rumble chat and not YouTube chat. Did you see Biden's speech from this week? Yes. I actually wanted to play a part of it because it had me laughing really hard. Oh, they weren't even showing him at the end. He couldn't put a sentence together in 2025 on camera, not one. Oh. Freedom of speech does not extend to criticisms of Russell Hall. Other than that, it's pretty much absolute. Oh. Well, hello, Chrissy Mears boobs popping in to leave a chest bump. Bye. Yay, chest bump. Chest bump, chest bump, chest bump, chest bump, chest bump, chest bump, chest bump. Taylor's a business. Biden's nearly dead enough for me to sleep with. Gen X here. Hi, Shannon. Gen X here. He does nothing for me. Yeah, like I just I feel like the crowd that George Clooney appeals to, like the age groups that he appeals to, like not everybody really cares that much about him anymore anyway. So it's kind of like, what are we doing here? Like, leave it to Taylor Swift. Remember Taylor Swift was doing the whole thing, baking the Biden cookies and all that? Like, celebrities need to stick to a celebrity and not get into the political name. Yeah. Because like even Rage Against the Machine. Remember, like they started off like, oh, okay, this is great, love it. Let down, Guerrilla Radio, turn that shit off. Oh my god, fucking Tom Morello. It always pains me to acknowledge like what a good guitar player he is because he's such a POS, but he's such a good guitar player. I'm sorry, like Rage Against the Machine. Woo! The talent, freaking talent, so good, but ew. But yeah, so they I don't remember where I was going with that. For the most part, when it comes to celebrities, just sing your song, play your instrument, act in your show or movie or whatever, like whatever. Do the thing, entertain me, dance for me, clown or jester. What is it? Who cares? But don't tell me what to think about when it comes to politics. Okay, like because you have to get to a point when you're getting old or older that you realize like. These people don't live the same life that you do, like nowhere near the same life that you do at all. They have no idea. They talk about, they use the little talking points to appeal to you, but at the end of the day, they don't know. Who was it? What's that stupid Jane Fonda when she was on Bill Maher? I saw a clip of it where she was like, America is so racist. And he's like, how? And she freaking started talking about stuff from the 50s. Redlining is a problem. No, it's not. Oh my God. Honey, why am I supposed to listen to you if you don't even know what's actually going on in the world right now or in the country right now or in my state? You don't know. You are so clueless. By the way, traitor. Their original job was to distract you from the stresses of the day. Now we have Katy Perry wait, hold on. Now we have Katy Perry talking about in space. Well, that's actually something I was going to follow up on in a minute here. Chungus is like Jesus. Well, this one's Cricket. Look at her, my little baby. You're so sweet. Notice how she willingly allows her face to be on camera, or Chungus for some reason doesn't. Dog is laying in the streets. I know. Look at her. I really wanted to figure out a way to do an animated background to have cars just drive past them. Russell Hall. What? Russell Hall gonna smash those boundaries so good. Oh, Colton's cocky want boing boing. They let Biden talk? Oh yeah, we're gonna get there. Russell Hall with $2. Translate the speech to English before you play it. Biden cookies are what he calls kids 10 and younger. Oh, yeah. When it came to ER, like I like Clooney, but gravitated more towards Noah Weil. I don't think I ever watched an episode of ER. I just remember knowing that he was on that show, and ladies thought he was so hot. It was like him, Brad Pitt, Denzel Washington. That's all I ever heard ladies talk about in the 90s. Rage Against the Machine, Battle of Los Angeles album is a classic. Dude, they were so good. They really were so freaking good. Oh, yeah. Green Day needs to shut up, too. Yep. Rage Against the Machine, 10 out of 10 music, negative 1,000 out of 10 political takes. It's just so funny, too, how, like, people, what's his name? Tom Morello will, like, argue with people on Twitter. They'll be like, oh, you know, you've changed. Your politics suck now. And they'll be like, what machine do you think we were raging against? The dishwasher? It's like, but you are clearly like suckling on the government teat now. What are you talking about? Like you're raging on behalf of the machine now. You're not raging against it. And don't get me wrong. I don't think that all of my political takes are absolutely perfect. I think that they work the best for me. But And also, like, just because I decided that we, needed Donald Trump as our president this time around, does not mean that I'm a hardcore uh, Republican. It doesn't mean I'm conservative. It doesn't mean that I'm a right winger. It doesn't mean any of that. It just means that when I looked at everything in front of me, I realized that the previous administration really destroyed things for myself and my family and the people around me. And I don't want that again. I want things to go back to how it was when Donald Trump was president. Because the only thing that caused really any type of divide were people who were making weird stuff up. And that's another thing too, is like, I actually I did not want, first time around, I was like, no, I'm scared of Donald Trump being a president. Oh my God, no, thank you. But then every time someone was like, oh, I hate him for doing this, I'd be like, what are we talking about? And I'd look it up and I'd be like, that didn't happen. What? And so I'm like, well, I'm not going to argue in that direction or I'm not going to argue this point because I don't have anything to back it up because what I saw wasn't real. So let me see, maybe they're talking about something else, whatever. Nope. Turns out all of it was made up. And I saw it with my own eyes and was like, I can't I can't believe in something that's not real. And I really started to resent the Democratic Party in general because I'm like, I feel like they are all lying to me. Is the Republican Party lying to me too? Probably. Sometimes they are. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, I just want to get rid of all of the government, okay? I just want to shut it all off and turn it back on. And that is why I do think that Donald Trump is going to be able to at least make some changes that I believe. And maybe not everything that he does is going to be perfect because he's still a human. And I am also a human in a country of 330 million. Not everything's going to line up in your favor 100% of the time. But I do think that he is going to put things at least in the right direction to really turn the ship around. I had to endure Rage Against the Machine at Welcome to Rockville, and they were all about bashing non-Black peeps. Ugh. You know what? And that's actually one thing I will say. Like, I remember just, shut up at Tom Morello. Way early on, actually. I must have been like 13. I remember seeing this interview on, I think, MTV. And somebody asked, what's the biggest challenge, being in rock music? And his in response was being Black. Oh, okay, let's just completely ignore the people before you. Okay, let's just completely ignore the fact that Jimi Hendrix was still, even though he'd been dead for however long, was still like praised as like the best guitar player in music. Let's just completely ignore how everybody like kissed Lenny Kravitz's ass for years and years before you were on the map. Like, hello, let's just think of like all sorts of Black artists that were in rock and roll music that paved the way for you. And you're going to sit here and take a dump on them by saying being Black in rock music is hard. First of all, the white people, I'm going to say this as a white person, we didn't even know you were Black. We didn't notice because we were just paying attention to how well you play guitar and thought you were awesome. We didn't freaking care. And I was just like, all I could think was like, shut up. Wah. This isn't a challenge at all. It's not. Hold on a second. I need a booster seat. Penelope took the booster seat I wanted. Yeah. So I just, first of all, a call to violence towards anybody, no matter what they look like or whatever demographic they fit in, is disgusting, to say the least. But They're just, that's who they are. And obviously they're pushing some type of an agenda for that government that they claim that they're fighting so hard against. It's so gross. Cricket looks sad in the road. She's sleeping. Oh, she's not right now. Hi. Are you sad? He says, Mom, you're talking, but you're not paying attention to me. I thought I shamed Chungus into dieting, but it's just Cricket. Do you want to see Chungus? She looks like a sausage. She's sleeping, though. I can't believe they wasted the opportunity to build a floating outer space daisy chain. Rupert, 199. Hello. Yep, Jane Fonda is a card-carrying communist. Billy Joe is like 5'7". He's a small dude. Yeah, Billy Joe, when I was 12 at a music festival, he showed his asshole to everyone. Listen, if you're going to show your naked body parts at a public event, it should be 18 plus, because I was 12. You gross perv. Rage Against My Lawyer, WrestleMania. Oh, should we watch it again? Yeah. When they're rolling in dough, why would they care? Even Metallica admitted money changed them. Yeah. Well, it's just that whole lifestyle, it changes you completely. And we hear it time and again with musical artists. You know, when a musical artist comes out and their first album is just freaking awesome, and you're like, I remember Fall Out Boy, their first 2 albums were so good, but like that one album, was it From Under the Cork Tree or whatever, something. That one already, you could hear that the shift in what's going on with them, like the shift in them, and everything just went downhill from there. And that album, they weren't even like, they went mainstream when that album came out, but they weren't mainstream when they were writing and recording it. But it just, you can hear it in like pretty much everybody who makes music, is like their first like album or 2 are just like, that's why there was a lot of like sophomore slump with a lot of artists, is because they go from being this really hungry artist, I guess, and they just want to make music, and then they hit the mainstream. They're going on these massive tours. They're relying a lot more on what the record label wants. They're relying a lot more on other people instead of being a part of the like music making process, and it all just starts turning into just manufactured garbage. It's just really like it's frustrating to see, because, you know, well, especially from my perspective, like I wanted to like be in the music industry when I was a kid, and I thought like I'm gonna be that. I'm gonna be on stage with Hanson. I love them. Britney Spears and NSYNC, and I'm going to be singing, performing for all these people, and it's going to be amazing. And, you know, the older I get, the more I realize, like, what a shit hole. My God. Rage Against the Machine was my ish back in the day. Now they're a bunch of government suck ups. Yeah. Oh yeah. You can't go back again. I don't even know what that's in reference to now. Whoops. I just look how far behind I am. Oh, buddy. But yeah. Amen, sister. Thank you. That was 6 minutes ago. I'm so far behind. I'm scared of Trump if he's really attempting to get rid of term limits. That's unconstitutional. Oh, that is not what's happening at all. That's, of course, like a twist in the narrative that everyone's trying to say. But there is this like, what's the word? There's basically like it's not a plot hole. It's like, but basically like, essentially if he steps down as president before half of his term is up, and JD Vance is president for the remainder of the 4-year term, Trump technically did not serve a term, and so he could run for president again. That's all that it is. but he would still have to be voted back into office. And I don't think even people who are big Trump supporters, I think a lot of us are going to go, no, sir. First of all, you're like in your 80s. Why you need to learn when to retire. Secondly, let's not have this. Thank you. Bye-bye. Right. So no, he's not trying to get rid of term limits. It's just, that's what, people are twisting it into, because that is like a little, what is the word I'm looking for? But it's just kind of a way to like get around it. His mother is white. Oh yeah. Freaking Tom Morello. Yeah. His mom is white. And he would talk about how, oh my God, people would freak out when she would introduce this on stage, and she would talk about how like I was her son because I'm black. Oh God. I don't know what this is in reference to because I'm way behind on chat. Most overused virtue signaling catchphrase of all time. Crap, I don't know now. Exactly. Jimmy, Prince, yes, NWA, we all love it. Well, I guess Prince and NWA, they weren't like in rock and roll. But yeah, I was more thinking like, so there's like so many black artists out there that were, like also playing guitar, also in rock and roll music that wasn't a thing anymore in the 90s. And then who made it a thing again in the 90s? Not I. Booby boost. Yes, thank you. My booster seat. Russell Hall, the $2. Was it on the big screen? Well, dang it. Now I don't remember what this is in reference to. I'm sorry. I guess you're gonna have to give me more money to remind me of what that was. Oh yeah. Yeah, the record label contracts put weird stipulations in there, and some have requirements to work with specific producers. Yeah. Yes, I now have memberships available. So yes, I do. I know. And I need to get a members only stream going pretty soon here. Yeah, there was actually a band that I've talked about them before. A lot of people probably here now probably don't know who I'm talking about because this was like months ago now, but Gatsby's American Dream. They're like a local band here in Washington State. And when I was, in my early 20s, I used to go see them all the time at like the teen centers. They would have like $5 concerts like every weekend. And they were so good. So good. And then they got signed to, I don't even remember what record label it was now, but that record label, because at the time, Panic at the Disco was really popular. They wanted Loophole. Thank you. Like, oh. At the time, Panic at the Disco and bands like that were really popular. So they were like, you're a really good band. And they did like prog rock type stuff. And they're like, but we want you to do this style of music instead. And so their first album on that label was still really good. Like I actually really like that album a lot, but it just sounded like they were pretending to be Panic at the Disco. And I'm like, get out of here with this mess. No. Give me more. I'm listening to Reason. That. Oh my God, it was so good. Put it up and with the big ones, and then we'll charge them at the door. The devil still was a vagabond, and we dressed him for the prom. And let the chorus sing filthy hymns, and the next horseman will transform. Dun, 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 dun. Wow. Show me a swollen-headed hotshot son of a bitch who lips his lips caked with glory. And ghosts and fine suits will go dance with contracts in their hands. Oh, oh, oh. All right, I'll say, goddamn. The smoking cameras will clear in their end. We can surely lead them to their doom. Yeah, of course we can. Yeah, of course we can. Okay. Did you cover the story of the kid who killed his parents to fund Trump plan to fund his plan to Minecraft? Whoops, something. Whoops, I read that out of order. No, I wasn't planning on talking about that. I haven't really looked into it a lot just yet. If he gets rid of the IRS, I'd be okay with 3 terms. Let me tell you. He gets rid of the IRS, the ATF. He already got rid of the Department of Education. So, there's a lot of stuff that I really want. The IRS is like top of the list. IRS, ATF. He needs to do something about FBI, which it looks like he is trying to. There's no report of Billy Joel exposing himself. You mean Billy Joe Armstrong is who I'm talking about, not Billy Joel. Billy Joel, working too hard can give you a heart attack. You want to know by now. Also, how good were your seats? Well, it was at a music festival. I was like a few rows back. I was like basically just right behind like the mosh pit-ish, right? Thank you for explaining the term thing in the way my brain understands. Makes much more sense. I didn't realize it could work like that. Yeah, that was like the idea. I essentially, what it looked like they were trying to do with Kamala Harris was Joe Biden would serve just a little less than his term so that she would have to take over as president. Or no, just a little more than half of his term. That's right. So he would serve just a little more than half of his term. And then she would step in as president. And then she could technically do 2 terms. And so she would be like a 10-year president. And that was kind of the idea of what they were trying to push. It was what it sounds like. But then when it turned out she was getting just low scores when it came to, what's the word? Anytime there were surveys done about her likability, everyone said, no. Courtney for president of the record companies. Yes, I would love that. Oh, that would be so nice. Especially because, like, listen, I love shitty pop music, but I can tell you when shitty pop music is good versus when shitty pop music is bad. All right? I will tell you. Because like when I think about NSYNC, for instance, that first album, ooh, not a lot to work with. Okay, not a lot to work with. No Strings Attached, excellent album. Celebrity album, woo, oh, so good. Banger after banger after banger after banger. So I will do that. I want to do that. But yeah, so the whole thing with the terms, it's the same. It's basically the same thing ish. Pee haha. Dude, your wife is in the chat, Adam. Taylor, where are you? Hello, Ashley. Trader Ashley Crinkle. I'm just saying. Can I be the trophy? Russell Hall with the $2. In his defense, he was just promoting Dookie. Well, I mean, it had been out for a few years. It was released in what, 94, I think? And this was like 1998, summer of 1998. So no, she would only have been allowed 1 full term. There's a certain point where you can qualify for your own 8-year run, but if you serve a year or more of someone else's term, you won't be eligible. I thought it was I thought it was less than 50% if you serve less than 50% of their term. Like if Joe Biden served just a little bit more than 50%. I thought that's what it was for 2 full terms. Hey, Ashley's still trying to get Courtney in trouble with the masses. Let me tell you. What I did was not untoward. It did not qualify. We need to wrangle that shit in. Limfow. Who? Taylor Shabusiness. Your future wife. Let's get more subs. Yes. Did Keanu ever read why you were on the untoward board? No. She kept insisting that it had something to do with going down a rabbit hole. I'm like, no, first of all, that was douchey. That was douchey. And That was from like weeks prior. Kawawas, which by the way, with Kawawas, what I think is really funny is Adam read Kawawas at first. When he read it out loud, he said Kawahoos. He read it as Kawahoos, but then it turned into Kawawas. I like both. Kawahoos and Kawawas. Because I remember like saying, oh, is that like another island, another Hawaiian island that we haven't heard of yet? Rabbit hole Courtney is one of the best forms of Courtney. Well, thank you. I do like going down rabbit holes. I just sometimes they get the best of me. All right. So those of you who are not familiar with our dear friend Taylor Shabusiness here. This is Taylor Shabusiness. This is a hearing. She is currently in prison serving a life sentence for, I believe it's a life sentence for ending the life of a lover. And while in prison, it's alleged that she assaulted a prison employee. And this is a hearing for that alleged assault.
All right.
It is one.
We need to go back just a little bit more than that. I apologize. Here she is with the eyeballs.
It is one.
Queen.
We're off the record.
Taylor, does it bother you that the judge decided that would be off the record? Video count one. Actually, we've already watched it. We've already watched it. Did we only watch it once or twice? It never ceases to make Courtney laugh. I know. What is she yelling? She's yelling WrestleMania. WrestleMania! Yeah. So here, we had to do a breakdown of this a couple weeks back.
All right.
Eyeballs.
All right.
Woo! Whew. Look. I know, just that side eye as she's plotting.
All right.
Look at that. Oh. Woo! Do inmates get to watch WrestleMania? Sorry if that's a stupid question. I don't know, because I think they have like designated TV time, right? Or something, I think, maybe. I don't know. Taylor, can you help us with that? But I still am of the belief that she was clearly play fighting here and just wanted her lawyer to join in on the fun. And then they ruined it. So... Oh, I feel like WrestleMania would be a bit too inspirational for certain populations. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Perhaps. I need to grab some more water. Okay, hold on one second. I'm going to play this for you really quick. I'm just going to grab some more water and then we're going to talk about something else. Hey, I want your money. Give me your money. Super chat. Give me all your money.
Give me all your money. Give me all your money. Give me all your money. I want your money. Give me your money. I want your money. Give me your money. I want your money. Give me your money.
I wish somebody were funding me. I'm poor.
Chungus beeped at me. Hi. Yeah. Hello. Oh, you're going to say something? Tell them the good news. Okay, here. No. There you go. You sleep on your bed down there? No? Okay. Well, can you please hold on a second? Oh my God, she's staring at me so hard. It's so cute. Oh, bless you. Ugh. I just do not have the space for everything up here anymore. Whew, okay. Courtney, I can't find you on Reddit. Oh, well, I don't use Reddit. I can't remember what state it was, but I think I read something about prison guards getting fired from making an inmate fight club at some point last year. That sounds wild. I had not heard of that. It's okay, or Chunk. Yeah, it's okay. Any body cams? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see here. Let's watch this. Okay, so Joe Biden gave a speech the other day. And I mean, I have to say, like, I was actually really thinking, when Donald Trump was voted in, in office, like, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna miss this. I'm gonna miss this like bumbling fool. I'm gonna miss it. Look, I don't want him to be my president, but I'm gonna miss it. And then this happened.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
First of all, nope, I don't think anyone clapped.
And paid for most of it.
Oh, so I don't want to play that over and over again because I don't even know if I'm not sure if that's gonna copyright or not, but nobody gave him any cues of like, hey, hold on, the music, you're gonna get there. This is how long the music's gonna play, and then you're gonna start talking. No one told him that. Nobody helped him with anything. Nobody was like, nothing. Also, nobody just stopped the music because he was clearly a ding dong. No. Just thank you. Music's playing. He was too busy thinking about coming in the back room. He has the same eyes as Taylor. Hey, watch out. You might get WrestleMania next. Oh, yeah. So Biden was a source of free content. Of course, many will miss him. Yeah. Like, I'm not saying that I'm going to miss him as a president. I'm going to miss all the, all the laughs. Yeah, I guess that one was a little bit more of a quick one because, again, I'm not really sure about if I play it too many times, copyright. Meh. But yeah, so there we have it, though, everybody. Joe Biden still. Oh, and then this happened too. I love that intro. The intro was hilarious to me. He just starts rambling. He didn't even realize, like, you've given speeches before. You know how this goes. Like, you know that you're supposed to wait for the audience, for a little bit of noise to die down before you start talking. Nope. Thank you. I don't want. And then this happened during the speech.
And I'd never seen hardly any black people in Scranton at the time I was only going in fourth grade. And I remember seeing the kids going by at the time called colored kids on a bus going by. And I'd never seen.
He's not racist, you guys. What? Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to watch it again?
Bus going by. And I'd never seen hardly any black people in Scranton at the time I was only going in fourth grade. And I remember seeing the kids going by at the time called colored kids on a bus going by. And I'd never seen hardly any black people in Scranton at the time I was only going in fourth grade. And I remember seeing the kids going by at the time called colored kids on a.
This also doesn't make sense. What bus? Because if I remember correctly, wasn't he already an adult and was already like a politician when he was against busing kids to school? Like, that was he just trying to get that program to end? Or was that, I thought like busing kids to school wasn't a thing yet. So wasn't that Kamala Harris's whole thing when she was trying to tell him he was racist? She was like, "Oh, you were against that, against little kids of color. Well, there was a little being bused to school, and there was a little girl taking those buses to school. You know what? That little girl was me, or whatever. That whole thing. He's been a politician since '74. Okay. So was he trying to get rid of? Was he trying to get rid of it then? I mean, I wasn't alive when this happened. I haven't really fully researched it, obviously. So I don't know when busing kids to school was a thing, or because it wasn't always a thing. But so maybe I'm just losing my mind with that one. But yeah, no, he is still up to his old antics, and there are people out there that still insist that he's a good boy. You know what, Ben? You're right.
All right.
It is one.
All right. We're off the record.
Incredible. Excuse you. Don't you be buffering on me now.
But that may be a moot point.
All right.
It is one. Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Oh, God bless it. All right. Well, Gayle King had some very dumb things to say about that whole space launch situation. And I don't even remember what she said. I just bookmarked it because I remember what she said was dumb.
This is what bothers me, because I've certainly read some of the things online coming from people that I know, that I like, that I consider friends.
Okay.
And this is what I would say to that. Space is not an either or, it's a both and. And because
What?
you do something in space doesn't mean
What does that mean? It's not an either or, it's a both and. What does that mean?
you're taking anything away from Earth. And what you're doing in space is trying to make things better here on Earth. What Blue Origin wants to do is take the waste here and figure out a way to put it in space to make our planet cleaner.
What? So I thought part of the whole thing with like polluting Earth or whatever was that we're going to make the sun blow up one day. So if you're just taking all of the waste and putting it closer to the sun, isn't that going to make the sun blow up one day still? But also, like, what how is it that you like scooting around for 5 minutes in space? Like, how is that going to do that? Were you there to like bring some trash out there?
I mean, Jeff Bezos has so many ideas, and the people that are working there are really devoted and dedicated to making our planet a better place. That's number one. Number two, have you been? Have you been? If you've been and you still feel that way after you come back, please let's have a conversation. Number three, please don't call it a ride. That is not a friggin' ride.
It was a
Whenever
ride.
A man goes up, you have never
It was a ride.
said to an astronaut, boy, what a ride. You know, we duplicated the same trajectory that Alan Shepard did back in the day, pretty much. No one called.
The fact that she said back in the day just tells me that she has no idea what happened. I don't know what happened, but I'm going to go ahead and say, like, if you did exactly what he did, okay, that means that he was in that little rocket pod for 11 minutes and he didn't do jack shit and he just went on a ride.
That a ride. It was called a flight. It was called a journey, because a ride implies that it's something frivolous.
It
or
is.
something
That was frivolous, girl. All it was a promotion for his brand.
that's lighthearted. There was nothing frivolous about what we did, and the machine that we were on, and what it took for the people to get that machine up and running.
Yeah, we have respect for the people who are actually working. You just went on a
Get us up
ride.
and get us back down safely. So, you know, I'm very disappointed and very saddened by it. And I also say this, what it's doing to inspire other women and young girls, please don't ignore that. I've had so many women and young girls reach out to me, and men too, by the way, men too, that say, wow, I never thought I could do that, but I see you doing it.
Do what? Hang out in a rocket ship for a few
At
minutes?
this stage of my life, who would have thunk it? Not me. And how inspired they are.
What? What are we? There was actually my girl, that surprise witness, you know, I've talked about her before. She was like a big force in the like Free Britney movement and stuff. And she actually started the Free Bam movement. She's like so smart. But she did a video on this, and she was watching this video. I haven't looked for it just yet, but it was an interview with Lauren Sanchez, and she was talking about how like she was diagnosed with dyslexia, And the lady was asking like, oh, you know, the teacher that diagnosed you with that dyslexia, which teachers don't diagnose people with dyslexia, mind you, is going to be there. What does that mean? And she's like, oh, it's gratitude because I got so far. I was told that, I didn't belong because, I'm a woman and I've played sports and I was told I didn't belong. And, if you, what did she say? Like, she said something about, I can't remember now. Oh, she was saying something about like, if people say that you don't belong, then maybe you don't belong or whatever. And I was like, if I'm told that I don't belong somewhere, I still belong there because there's still a lesson to be learned. That doesn't mean that I'm here. I have to be here permanently. It just means I belong here right now. Like it just, I don't know. The whole thing was just so like, it was so stupid, but also like, she had so many fluffy words to say about this whole experience when it's just, this is a promo for your fiance's rocket ship or whatever. And you like, why can't you just say that that's what it is? Like for them to just sit there and being like, oh, we're taking up space, but we're not only taking up space, we're making space for other people, but we want to inspire you. Inspire you for what? To become a billionaire or sleep with one so that you can go onto a rocket ship for 11 minutes? They think they're inspiring people. I know. And that's actually one thing that I am really thankful for with this whole experience, because I think that like this is helpful in opening a lot of people's eyes and seeing like how stupid the 1%ers really are, like just how like ridiculous that whole lifestyle is. Like, and I remember I shit on it a little bit, well, quite a bit before, and I am right now too, but like, I just want to point out, if this was something that was available to me, I would have done a lot of the same things that those women did. Like, oh my God, oh my God, with social media posts, yeah, like all this stuff. And I would have treated it for what I would treat it as it is, as though it was what it was, right? But I also wouldn't have been like, oh my God, we are here to inspire everybody to like do this stuff. Oh my God, you guys, I'm an astronaut. Like I wouldn't have done all that. I would have been like, yeah, I just went on a friggin' crazy ass ride. It was awesome. Like this is freaking cool. I can't believe I was able to do that. Like that was so rad. Like just talk about it for what it was. She can fuck off, then keep fucking off until there's no more room. Yeah. I love that surprise witness. BJ is amazing. I know I love her. That whole video had me rolling the whole time. Like she's like, what are they going to learn from Lauren Sanchez? Oh, you can just bust it wide open. Just bust it wide open for the next rich man and just keep busting it wide open for the next rich man until you find one with rocket ship. Like, oh, it was so good. Like, you guys didn't do nothing. You just went on a roller coaster ride on Extreme. Like, it's just so good. It was so good. It was so good. But I mean, everything she said in that video was so spot on. Like, it was just, yeah, dude, you went on a ride. You guys were not piloting this flight. You weren't. Somebody else was doing it remotely. This was just a ride that you went on to float around, take some videos and pictures, and look at the moon, and come back. That was it. You didn't actually do anything. And they're not even like, at the very least pointing out like this was, to promote this company or whatever, so that Jeff Bezos can, like get the word out on what he's trying to do in space or anything like that. Like they were acting as though they were doing all this crap, and they're acting as though they're doing all this crap that is also very stupid. Cute doggy in the background. Thank you. She is very adorable. Cricket, you're cute. The rocket was on auto program with ground control. Right. Yeah. Like it wasn't being none of those ladies were flying anything. They weren't controlling anything. They were just, we all saw it too with our own two eyes. They weren't pushing buttons. They weren't doing anything. They were steering nothing. They were just floating around, showing off all their little trinkets that they brought with them into outer space. Hello, Taylor. I don't belong in prison. Well, I'm not 100% positive on that, but I am still a fan of yours. She's not here for a long time. She's here for a good time. Right. And like, I just think that like if they were just honest about what it actually was, this wouldn't be a big deal. But everyone's just like, that's why everyone is criticizing it, is because they're actually trying to make it out themselves out to be astronauts, but they're not. Imagine Courtney, Chrissy, Keanu, and all the other cute conservative women in space. See, I think that would be fun. And I would love to be like, oh my God, what did you take with you? I don't know. Look at the blah. Like, I think that would be so much fun. And then we would all be honest and be like, we're going on a ride. We're taking a ride. We're going to go scoot around in space for a little while. And I'm going to see the moon. And I'm going to see all this other stuff. I'm going to look at the stars face to face. And it's going to be so cool. I'm not doing anything important. That's another thing too, is that people were trying to point out, they're like, all these other people that were waiting to go out into space and do all these missions, and like these women took that away from them. No, like this was not something that an astronaut would want to do. Nope. No astronaut, no serious astronaut is going to be like, oh man, I wish I did that. No, they're all looking at this like, okay. They don't want to scoot around in space for 5 minutes. They want to actually do a real space mission. And what do you do in outer space? I don't know. I don't know what astronauts are trying to do, to be honest. I don't know, but they're doing stuff. They are. They're doing things. They're doing actual space exploration. They're not just scooting around for a few minutes. Cricket looks like she's waiting to eat whoever comes out of that building next. Oh. Oh, yes. Coming up with ways to connect self-interest as altruism. Yep. And when there's nothing wrong with a healthy level of self-interest. Right. And so that's another thing too, is like, dude, especially because they were doing the whole like, oh my God, this was like so healing. Astronauts don't go to space for healing. I'm just going to tell you right now, a lot of them, I feel like it's more trauma than anything. There's a lot going on. And like they couldn't, we're again with, like you said, with the altruism, like, oh, we're making space for other women that want to get into or get into friggin' space exploration or whatever. And like, you're not doing anything for anyone but yourself. And you know what? It looked like it was a fun, cool thing to do. But like Gayle over here, it wasn't frivolous. Yes, it was. It was frivolous. And it's okay to say that. I've never gone on a roller coaster ride and been like, oh my God, I'm saving the world with this roller coaster ride. And that's pretty much what you did. Adam Choit with the $2. Whoops. Pee-pee ha-ha. Yes, pee-pee ha-ha. Kawawa's lymph out. That's actually kind of how Joe Biden speaks. Pee-pee ha-ha, Kawawa's lymph out. And don't forget gender confused with a J. Gender with a J. They had all been like, I'm so grateful for the opportunity to experience this, instead of I'm doing this for other people that I don't know, I can't speak for, I can't. Right, exactly. That whole, I'm doing this for you, instead of just being like, this, I'm so glad I got to do this. This is so cool. They're just, imagine dogs floating in space. Oh, the babies. Oh, do you want to go to outer space? My little tail. astronauts. Yeah, pretty much. They were space tourists. Yeah. And it's just so annoying that like, especially that stupid lady. Reception froze. Sent that a while ago. Really? It says it was like 4 minutes ago. I'm always like behind on chat. I forgot what I was saying now. Hi, Kyle. Hello. Yeah, I completely forgot what I was thinking. But anyway, burp, 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 burp. It's fine that they wanted to hang out in space for a couple of minutes. It's fine that they did all that stuff. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's the way that they're trying to make it out to be something that it's not. And it's just stupid, and it's also very like it's just disrespectful. Oh, hold on a second. I gotta go get this. Excuse you. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I gotta go. Did you hear that? Hey, did you guys hear the beep beep? That was so cute. Can you, ma'am? All right. One second. What was that? That was Chungus. She was yawning. Isn't that so cute? Oh my God. All right. Okay. I'm not even going to be gone that long, but we'll do this anyway. If you had a birthday, sometime within the last 365 days, or if you have a birthday coming up in the next 365 days, well, that is weird. Then this song is for you. Okay. You can clip this and save this for yourself for another day. Save this for your own birthday, whenever your birthday is, okay? I haven't warmed up. I apologize. I'm nervous now. Happy birthday to you. This is your day. And on this day for you, we're going to love you in every way. This is your day, your day. Happy birthday to you, to you, to you, to you, to you. Happy birthday to you. You're still young. Age is just a number. Don't you stop having fun. This is your day, your day. Happy birthday to you, to you, to you, to you, to you. All right? Clip it, save it for your birthday, and then thank me when it happens. All right. Why do you do this? She acts like she wants up, but then she immediately plops onto her back. So it's harder for me to pick her up. And then I pick her up and she just dead weights. Whew, okay. Anyway. There's nothing wrong with doing things that you want to if they're not hurting anyone, but it's ridiculous to act like it's heroic. 100%. 100%. Like that, exactly. Like I couldn't have said it better myself. Like you're doing things for fun and having a good time. Like that's great. Honestly, like I would have all this dumb stuff that they were doing, for the most part, I would have been doing the same thing, right? Now with Katy Perry, with the whole like I am connected to the divine feminine and all this crap, and like the hey guys, can you see me kissing the ground? No, no, but yeah, I would be like I totally would have done that because it would have been like that's extremely exciting. All of that would have been extremely exciting. Now I'm terrified of the idea of going to outer space really at all, but like especially knowing just how safe they wanted it to be, knowing all those names were in the rocket, right? Like they were obviously going to ensure that those ladies were coming down soon. Like they're going to be back to Earth very quickly. That, yeah, I'm down because I know for a fact that there's no way in hell anybody here is going to let anything go wrong. Because if Jeff Bezos's girlfriend blows up, no one will shut up about it ever. And Amazon might get completely demolished as we know it. So that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm safe. We're good. Nothing's going wrong. So, but for the most part, yeah, I'd be too terrified. My birthday was 3 weeks ago, so I'll take it personally. Yes, that is personal. Now, I wish it was my birthday. It can be. But if you have one coming up in the next 365 days, that was for you. Ooh. I can't wait until Adam and Taylor get married. Oh, buddy. It's your unbirthday. Sure, yeah, or whatever. Oh, I share a birthday with the first chicken born in outer space, or so I've been told. Ooh, that sounds like an interesting story that we might have to discuss one day. That chicken did something more impressive than the girl power space edging. I know. Man, yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, it looked like it was something that would have been actually pretty cool and it would have been fun or whatever, but they made a spectacle out of it because they were trying to make us take it seriously when it just didn't need to be taken seriously. So like, it was a ride. Let it be a ride. Imagine your business in space floating. WrestleMania. Yes. See, just this here is actually a rocket ship, not a courtroom.
We're asking for sequestration, but that may be a moot point.
All right.
It is one witness, Your Honor.
We're off the record.
I can't believe the judge took that off the record. Yeah, in space, no one can hear you. WrestleMania. That's true. Maybe, yeah. Unfortunately, you might end up sneaking up on some people. Whoop. I don't know if that'd be a good thing or a bad thing, really, but.
But that may be a moot point.
All right.
Mm.
All right. We're off the record.
Ah, so good.
But that may be a moot point.
All right.
It is one witness, Your Honor.
All right.
Oh, I don't think he took it off the record. I think he's saying we're off the record, isn't after that point. So the melee isn't on record. Oh, that would make sense. Because I think there are certain things, like as they're discussing stuff with the judge, there are certain things that just don't have to be on the record. And so it's usually like when they're doing like housekeeping and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, okay. Well, dang it. Yeah, I think that is a. Yeah, here she comes.
For sequestration, but that may be a moot point. All right.
It is one. Yes, Your Honor.
We're off the record.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like he's saying we're off the record and not that he's striking it from the record. Okay, yeah, I'm going to theorize he's just saying that to the court reporter who is looking at the judge in panic of not knowing what she just yelled. Yeah, it makes a lot more sense because it doesn't really sound like he's actually saying like, oh, that like strike that from the record or anything. It sounds more like he's saying we're off the record. He's actually says drop the record to the TJ. There's a DJ?
All right.
It is one. Yes, Your Honor.
We're off the record.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Okay. All right, what else is going on? You guys, I have I'm gonna make some I have to make some steak. I have to. Well, I need to make sure I have time to get my steaks and potatoes finished, made and eaten within the next like 3.5 hours, okay? Because I'm just gonna sit here in silence. Get this woman's steak. No, I have the steaks. They're waiting. They're waiting for me. And so I kind of I made like some like bacon bits, right? And I thought I made enough, but I kind of didn't because I was gonna do bacon mac and cheese steaks and potatoes, but I don't think I made enough bacon bits for the potatoes and for the mac and cheese. So I'm just gonna make some more bacon tomorrow morning, and then make the bacon mac and cheese tomorrow. How do you like your steaks cooked? I'm team medium. Medium rare or rare. Steak sauce? Oh no. Resting. The steaks are hanging out on the counter, getting to room temperature. And yeah. But tonight, 6 p.m. my time, 9 p.m. Eastern. It's 9 p.m., right? Hold on. WrestleMania. Excuse you. What do you mean try searching? You're not going to pull up all the stuff that I've searched before? Cool. You're rude. Okay, that is it. Okay. I will be watching this and I will not miss a second of it. Okay. So 9/11 is gay. That is where I'll be if you're trying to find me in a live chat. It starts 9 p.m. Eastern. And hold on, this is not smooth in the slightest, but I'm trying. Not very well. Do 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 boo 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 doo. Okay, so they haven't scheduled it yet, but go subscribe to the channel and then I'll be there this evening. No, yes, now Eastern time 5:09. Yeah. But tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, I'll be in that live chat. What about 7/11? 9/11. And Courtney at 6 p.m. Yeah, I was just trying to make sure that I knew I was talking about the correct time that it was scheduled for. Wait a minute. I know that guy. Uh-oh. Well, that's the channel. Go subscribe to that channel. I'm going to be watching. And I'll be you bet your sweet ass I'll be in that chat. Oh no. I was saying if 9/11 is gay, what about 7/11? Well, clearly they're connected. But yes, so I want to make sure that I have my steaks finished and my potatoes baked for then, because I do not want to miss a second. So there's that. So really, at most, I'm going to be streaming for like maybe another 45 minutes, maybe, but I'll probably just wrap this up now. I don't know. Did you hear about the prettiest butthole competition at the strip club in Lansing, Michigan? No, I haven't, but Russell, have you? What's happening? What's happening? Enjoy your steaks and thanks for helping me understand why everyone's been yelling WrestleMania everywhere. WrestleMania! Oh man. It's just you can't get it out of your head. So Russell, are you is this Russell's competition? Like is this his I need to know. I feel like Russell, is this your thing? The prettiest butthole competition? Okay, hold on a second. I have to pee. Be right back.
I forgot that Jonathan Davis beatboxed and scatted in Freak on a Leash. Does anybody remember this? Go! guy became a millionaire from that, by the way. Here I am doing that for free, and homie was getting millions of dollars to do that on stage every night. But like seriously, how come we didn't talk about that more? Jonathan Davis is over here with his dreadlocks. Go! And we just accepted it. We turned him into a millionaire. What? We did that. We were like, this is perfect. Thank you, Jonathan Davis. I mean, for crying out loud, nowadays he would have been protested and harassed, I think, for the cultural appropriation. Corn Prodigy mashup, please. Go! Oh man. Subscribe for more of that. Yeah.
So the thing is, I had a rare Penelope sighting, but when I went to go grab her, she ran away. Russell is jealous of Tony. Is he? Maybe. Yeah, I came back in on a butthole conversation. Yeah. Who's running this butthole competition? I feel like it's what's it called? I think it's Russell's. Courtney. Corn Prodigy mashup suggestions. Smack my bitch up on a leash. How do I do that though? I won prettiest butthole in Tay Cheetah Correctional Institution. Did you? Adam, you better snatch her up before somebody else does. It's a dog instead of a cat dog. Yeah. I'm not jealous, just a little defensive. Look, I don't understand. Listen, I love both of you very much. Can I not do that? Am I not allowed to do that? Both of you for different reasons. Your obsession with buttholes. Tony's really weird. You guys are both really weird. No, what? What's wrong? I'm not allowed to love you both? You're only allowed to love Russell Hall. Listen, I think that it's perfectly acceptable for you to simp other people and for me to simp for other people. That's all. All right, what's happening? Are you saying Russell is a brown star aficionado? I feel like, Kyle, it sounds to me like you missed out on just how much of a brown star aficionado Russell is. He yeah. He is, yeah. All right. I'm just like looking at my soundboard right now. I am on the struggle bus because pretty much everything that I already said we were going to talk about has been talked about, which is that was the goal. Close out some of these tabs. We don't need those no more. Oh, Russell Hall with the $5. Russell and Tony both love buttholes about the same. The difference is that I like vaginas more than I like buttholes, while Tony thinks they're icky. I want to know how you would know that, like how you can like say that with such confidence that you would pay money to make sure to say that. Is it from experience? I'm just curious. How do you know that so well? Please explain. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. Hold on. I just want to. Okay. Rude. All right. Let's see here. So we have like a few more minutes maybe. But I just let's just go with old trusty.
We're off the record.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey, I want your money. Give me your money. Super chat. Super chat. Give me all your money. 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 I want your money. Give me your money. I want your money. Give me your money. I want your money. Give me your money.
I wish somebody were funding me. I'm poor.
Dogs are going crazy. Okay. Why are they like this? I don't understand. Okay. What's the plan stand? I don't really have a plan anymore. Kyle, listen, pay attention right now, okay? She's in the chat. So, please. Good. I love her. Okay. I think she's fantastic. Give me all your money. 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 Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. She and Harley are our queens. Yes. It's true. Harley and Taylor's your business, man. They are our queens. Okay. I think one more time and then we'll go. I think that's what I'll do.
All right.
It is one.
We're off the record.
Silly of me to say one more time.
We're asking for sequestration, but that may be a moot point.
All right.
It is one.
All right.
We're asking for sequestration, but that may be a moot point.
All right.
It is one.
All right.
It's so good. Oh yes, and Wet Wipe Phone Lady. God bless that woman. She was like the most entertaining out of all of them. Can we play the clip of Courtney singing Fetty Wap from Simpcast? I have that.
You know, yeah, exactly. Like, right, it's
Fetty
like,
Okay, here we
right,
go.
these guys like, yeah, I want my wife making what's that Fetty Wap song? I want my in the kitchen making pies for
Fetty
me,
Wap.
baby. You know, yeah, exactly. Like, right, it's
Fetty
like
Wap.
the great
Philosopher Fetty Wap.
the great philosopher Fetty Wap.
Isn't that the guy with one eye?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know
He has
what
the one eye.
Who has one eye?
Fetty
Fetty
Wap.
Wap, Mr.
Who's
Wap.
Fetty Wap?
Hello, saw your pretty ass as you walk in the door.
Wait, who's Fetty Wap?
He has one
I
eye.
sound just like him, Courtney.
Here's
I-
my driveway. I'm a bit of a That's the only song I know.
What is
Hold on, do
this?
it again. Hold on. Wait. Shit.
Awesome.
Do it again. Do it again.
I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Saw your pretty ass as you walk in the door.
And it's honestly, he has
Does he squint or he just has one eye?
No,
I
he's
swear
missing
he
an
has
eye.
one eye. Yeah.
I don't know, he gets shot in the eye or something. I don't know. He's missing an eye. Oh man. I love that they were like genuinely perplexed by this man that had one eye, but also Chungus was just in the back chilling. She didn't care while I was over there making a bunch of noise. So that was that clip. The boom, bop, bop, boom, man, how embarrassing. Ashton, her genuine, she was like, what? Because he had one eye. I just wanted to make sure I had the right guy, you know. You're a winner when you make Chrissy belly laugh. I know she was like about to fall out of her chair. She was laughing so hard. Watch it again.
Right, these guys like, yeah, I want my wife making what's that Fetty Wap song? I want my in the kitchen making pies for
Fetty
me,
Wap.
baby. You know, yeah, exactly. Like, right, it's
Fetty
like the great
Philosopher Fetty Wap.
great philosopher Fetty Wap.
Isn't that the guy with one eye?
Yeah.
What? I don't know
He has
what
the one eye.
Who has one eye?
Fetty
Fetty
Wap.
Wap. Mr.
I'm
Wap.
looking
Fetty
with
Wap.
a pillow, saw your pretty ass as you walk in the door.
Wait, who's Fetty Wap?
He has one
I
eye.
sound just like him, Courtney.
Who's Fetty Wap? He has one eye. That's all I could say. I don't know. He has one eye.
I'm just like him, Courtney.
Here's
I-
my driveway.
That's
I'm a bit of a
Oh, that's the only song I know.
What is
Hold on, do it
this?
again. Hold on, wait. Shit.
Awesome.
What
Do
is
it
this? Do it
again.
again. Do it again.
I'm a
Junk.
with a pillow, saw your pretty ass as you walk in the door.
Beep.
Never super
Oh man, what a good time. And seeing how good Gina looks for her age too. I know. Yeah, because didn't she say she has like a 20-year-old son or 19-year-old son or something? Like, what? Wow. Wowza. Like I was saying before, like everyone on the Simpcast. Well, wow. Sorry, everybody. Everybody on the Simpcast panel, like always just looks really good. Okay. Okay, I think that's going to be it for now. But in 3.5 hours, you'll find me in the chat. If you just go to that channel right there, you'll find me in the chat. I will be simping for Tony over there in 3.5 hours. So it'll be 6 p.m. my time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, that's all. Okay. What if Courtney has a 20-year-old son that she doesn't know about? I wasn't like a blackout drinker just yet when I was 19, but you know, if I had like a 15-year-old I didn't know about, that would make sense. All right. Oh, okay. Chirp. All right, my friends. Oh, okay. Tonight, Chris. Oh, it is Wednesday. Chris and Araya, 8 p.m. Okay. Yes. All right. Well, hopefully I'm done with my steaks by then. Oh, no. I did not plan my day out very well. Whoops. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing, I guess. All right, everybody. I think I'm gonna head out so I can get my steaks and my potatoes ready, and then all of that. So WrestleMania. So happy Taylor joined us today in the chat. That was wonderful. Okay. All right, everybody. I will maybe see you guys in a chat or two tonight. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow with who knows what. All right. So in the meantime, remember. Oh no. Wait, before you go, what was it like to be at the iconic music festival in Milwaukee in the 90s? Can you give us a visual? It wasn't in Milwaukee. It was in Washington State. I don't know what kind of visual are you trying to get me to describe Billy Joe Armstrong's butthole? Russell, I'm in love with you, okay? All right. So anyway, like I said before, I may or may not see you in a chat or two later on tonight. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow night. If you love someone, you should show them your undercarriage. So stupid. All right. Yeah. So I'll be back tomorrow night with who knows what. We'll see what I come up with between now and then. And in the meantime, nobody likes to do trust falls alone. See you next time. I guess that just means we're having to do this again. Oh, no.
To an end, stars are fading, lights descend. Thank you for this time we spent. Memories shared, hearts will mend. We had such a great time here. Laughter, love, and moments dear. Every smile, every cheer. Now it's time to disappear. Oh, I will miss you till we meet again. Take care, my friend, my heart will stand. Until the day we start anew, forever hold on nights to you. Walking out until daylight, city's glow turns into night. Hold these moments nice and tight. In my dreams you'll shine so bright. Every goodbye leaves a trace of a night we can't replace. Take care in every space. Till next time we will embrace. Oh, grace, I will miss you till we meet again. Take care, my friend, my heart will tend. Until the day we start anew, forever hold on nights to you. Trace of a night we can't replace. Take care in every space. Till next time we will embrace. Oh, I will miss you till we meet again.